How's it going, guys? And welcome to our spectacular knife weekend. We are here with Ryan from CRKT. How's it going, buddy?
Doing great. How you doing, Zach?
Dude, so good. And this feels a little bit like deja vu, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
So guys, in our effort to reach out and get some of these kind of distance videos going, Ryan's in Oregon, we're in Utah. We had a little kerfuffle with this one, so you guys get take two, which is not normal. So let's see if we can do it, I guess, better.
Let's do it 2 times in 2 days. That's what I was saying. I feel like a lucky man to see you for the second time. So
dude, good. It's so good. It's so good. All right, so first on the table, we have got this new little Razel, how do you say it again?
Yes, Razelcliffe Compact.
Yep. Now, what's the story on this bad boy?
Yep, so we have had the Razel in our line before with our stubby Razel, our ring Razel. We had a large fixed blade called the SS7. So this is the compact version Razelcliffe. So the origin of the name is razor chisel. That stands for Razel. And then Warncliffe plus Razel equals Razelcliffe. So it's all in the name.
I love it.
So
I love
know, it. Yep, I know you were saying Razel earlier.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, but that's a definitely misconception, or people say that all the time. But if you actually break it down, which I was fortunate enough to have John Graham, the designer, on a Zoom call about 2 weeks ago, and he let me know kind of of why he designed this knife the way he did, and it's really unique. So if you look at the blade itself, there's actually 2 edges here. You take a look there. So you have your chisel edge, and then it comes to a nice pointy tip as well. So chisel edge is great for scraping, anything like that. And then you also have your piercing point as well, and then your flat edge on the bottom. So it's just a great utility compact folder.
Yeah, no, I've always really liked the Razel. The blade design's always been interesting to me, and then the way that it incorporates either like a really good pry edge or a really good chisel edge, whichever version of it you're dealing with. I think it's awesome. And then this one, it's a frame lock knife, deep carry pocket clip. It's cool to know the origin of why it's called the Razel and not the Razel. I think that's awesome. And one thing I really like about this, and I feel like this is a detail that could have been easily skipped, right? Is even with this back edge sharpened, everything goes inside of the knife really well, right? So if you're reaching in your pocket to get this knife out, that top edge that's sharpened isn't exposed at all when the knife's closed. So really cool little knife. I like this one a lot, and I haven't added a Razel yet to my collection. This might be the one because I like how compact it is.
Awesome.
Yeah. Now, next up is it's 2 knives that are kind of the same family that honestly I don't feel like get enough attention, right? They don't get enough spotlight. So you guys have got some new colors a new color with the Jeff Park Crossbones, right?
Yes. So this is the Crossbones Bronze. So Crossbones, great design, like you're saying, maybe doesn't get the attention it deserves. An incredible slicing capability with this, wicked blade here. Great gentleman's folder. It won 2017 Import Knife of the Year at Blade Show as well. So it had some recognition early on, but honestly, this thing is incredible. So what we wanted to do is add a different colorway to the line. So the Tighe nitride finish here with the bronze, and it's just super easy to open, has IKBS in the ball bearings, and it just really flies out.
Yeah, it really is just a great little knife. And yeah, like you said, 2017, 2018, I feel like it got some pretty good attention then, but yeah, it's one that I don't feel like enough people see. So I'm excited to see it in a new colorway, kind of get it back out there again. Now, along with the Crossbones, you guys have a new colorway in the Jumbones. Now, before we even talk about the color here, it's all blacked out, which is cool. Why? Why does this knife exist? Because I actually think it's really cool. But the Crossbones, I mean, if we do a size comparison, right? The Crossbones is such a nice, compact, just gentleman's knife. Did you guys just decide oh, you know what we need? We just need like just a gnarly machete folder, or I don't know what this even be called.
So great question. So true story. We were in a meeting, and our product manager, or he works with all of our designers, has been in the industry for 20 years, Doug Flagg. He brought this knife out, the original at the time, and he opened it, and this thing opens incredibly as well. And it snapped out. Everybody in the room was like, "What is that?" And we're like, why? Or a similar question came up, and he goes, "Because it's awesome."
That's like the best answer, man. Like it's
yeah. I mean, what do you say to that? You're like,
yeah,
it is. I mean, this
is awesome.
Yep, it is. It is awesome. And what's great about this is it's obviously a very large folder, but it fits really well in your pocket because of the profile of the handle and the blade. Just slips in and out of the pocket really easily. And I really like this blacked out version as well. So this is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean, a knife this big, like, I don't know if I would call the Jumbones tactical, but a knife this big definitely feels tactical. And so I think the blackout kind of just accents it perfectly, right? Like, you carry a big knife like this, you whip it out, it's all black, like, it's like, oh yeah, no, this is a good tactical, cool knife. But like you said, it's pretty slim, so it fits in the pocket really well. And for how big that blade is, man, that thing just flies open. So, cool design.
Yes. Awesome. Yeah, designed by Jeff Park out of Hawaii. Yeah. He has worked under Ken Onion for the last decade or so. So, it's pretty amazing. This was his first knife that he ever came out with, and we picked it up, and we think it's a home run, and so we decided to build on it with the different colorways here. So
cool. Yeah, no, great additions to that Crossbones Jumbones line. And then finally, you guys have a new colorway in the Provoke. So if anybody out there has been living under a rock, that's the Provoke. It's a cool folding karambit. And just a really neat little knife. And what is the colorway on this particular one?
This is Desert Sand.
Desert Sand.
And so it's Cerakoted as well. We were talking about that earlier. Yep, so that is a great feature. D2 blade steel. Joe Caswell came out with this kinematic mechanism, so that is the way it opens. So you deploy down with a push of your thumb, as you showed earlier, and then there is a lock, and you just kind of push up on the lock, and the knife folds back up in on itself. Also has this really cool low or zero profile pocket clip on the back as well, so it slides really easily in and out of the pocket.
The pocket clip is actually, so obviously the design of the knife is really neat. Like no questions. Like, it's a really cool, innovative design. But the pocket clip is actually one of the things that I nerd out the most because it's so simple and it sits flush unless you don't want it to. And even though it doesn't open a ton, it opens perfectly. I mean, I wear jeans all the time and perfectly to grab the lip of my jeans and go in the pocket. So really cool design. It's cool to see a different colorway in it as well.
Yep. Yeah. So obviously this game-changing in innovation that Joe came out with. We have a black, we have a first responder, we have a VEF, serrated blade, the earth colorway, and now we have the desert sand colorway. So
cool. Yeah, that's great, man. All right. So some neat stuff on the table. A couple new colorways and some favorites. Got a new Razel. Now I know you guys have been working from home, so the big question is, what's in your pocket right now? Are you carrying anything?
What's in my pocket?
Yeah,
I do have a knife that I've been carrying. I guess I would say this is my quarantine blade. This is our BT Fighter by Brian Tighe, and I love this. I love Brian Tighe designs. That's without a question. But the reason why I've been carrying this is the funnest knife ever to play with. As far as being around the house, maybe I'm a little fidgety than normal, I suppose.
Right.
And this is so much fun. Just flick it open back and forth. Also has this really cool pocket clip on the back that has a ball, so it rolls in and out of the pocket really easily, and has IKBS in the ball bearing, so it's super smooth. There's two models that we came out with for 2020, and this is the compact version. So I would say for the last almost 4 months, this is what I've been carrying every day. Because of quarantine, doing a lot of housework, rebuilding some, our dresser and all that stuff, and this has been my EDC. So
cool. That's great, man. And something that I love is, Brian Tighe has a very specific style, and it's something you guys have been able to kind of bring to the masses, because his stuff is, you know, he's a custom maker. He's usually very expensive. But I love that you guys still put the ball bearing on the pocket clip. It's something you usually only see with custom knives. So it's a cool little touch for sure.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, we want to be true to all of our designers. You know, this is who CRKT is, and so what we, you know, try to do is have those little touches like you were saying. So we want to be true to Brian and still keep that on the pocket clip. So
cool. That's great, man. Well, sweet. Well, hey, thanks so much for taking time and showing us some of you guys' new sweet stuff.
Absolutely. And, thank you for the time.
Thank you guys for following along. We appreciate it. We'll catch you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching that video. Make sure to check out our Spectacular Knife Weekend playlist here on YouTube. We're sitting down with some of your favorite makers and manufacturers. You can get all your knife needs at bladehq.com. Hit subscribe for more awesome knife content, and we'll catch you on the next one.